Well, hey, there you are, Sonia here. Welcome to Sonia's Sermonettes. Do you ever feel like sometimes, I'm just not going to do much of anything? I'm just going to wait for that ideal time to roll around and then I'll just challenge and check out situations and see whether or not I should do it or not. And you're just waiting for the ultimate time that it's all going to work out perfectly and you're going to be able to step out and maybe do something that God has ordained or called you to do, or something you just feel to do in the natural. You're waiting and nothing is seemingly happening. Well, have you ever heard, and I'm sure you have, to step out by faith? Now that takes a lot of ingenuity on our part, because we want to find all the reasons of why we shouldn't try this and what could happen and what might happen and or even what won't happen. But we will never know unless we step out and at least try the Spirit to see if it's something we're really supposed to do, to see if it will work. I keep recalling the old preacher one time that was ministering in a revival. I heard this story and I thought this was really quite a nice little story to remember. They were holding a revival and this young man came in to the meeting and came up to the altar later on after they made an altar call. And the old preacher asked him, he said, "Son, what is it that you need? How can we help you?" And his reply was this: "I just want something that works, something that will work." And that's what most of us are looking for. We're trying to work out our lives in the natural, relationships, jobs, all these things, what's ahead for our lives. And we're also trying to figure out what God might want us to do and what would work out in that area. But each thing that we do, we have to just take a challenge on and step out by faith and just believe that whatever we're not supposed to do won't work. But what we're supposed to do will work. Don't wait for the ideal time. Step out and see, like Jonathan told his armor bearer, let's just go see if God be for us or not. You got to try it. You got to check it out. You got to make yourself believe, look, I'm not going to sit here and wait any longer. You could sit here and wait for years and never have anything happen because of fear or doubt or whatever, that I just don't want to get out here and do something that's not right. I don't want to fail. I don't want to make a mistake. But you're making a mistake by just doing nothing. You and I have more than enough egotistical problems that we deal with, but we need to really focus on, I don't care about what my prestigious look is. I don't care what others think of what I should or shouldn't do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the Spirit. And I'm going to see if God is for me or not. I'm going to see if this will work. And like the young man that said to the old preacher, I just want something that will work. And that's what we want. We want to see God work like he's never worked before in our lives. We want to give our families to the Lord and say, here they are, God. I can't do anything with them. We can't change people. Let God change them if they need changed at all. Just give it over to the Lord. Give yourself over to the Lord, actually, and say, Lord, here I am. Now, if you want to use me, I realize that I'm not a perfect vessel. I realize that I have a lot of flaws. I realize, God, that it seems like my life is a mess at times. But if you want to use me, Lord, then you are welcome to do so. Just surrender it over to the Spirit of God and try the Spirit and see if it's of God or not. Try to find out what God would have you do and then step out by faith. And if it's not working, nobody said you had to stay out there and keep trying an impossibility if God's not made it possible. Just come on back, get before the Lord and say, well, what would I do? What can I do, Lord, that would be pleasing, that would work? What can I achieve and accomplish in my life? I don't want to waste my life. I don't want to waste years and end up being like some people sing that song, Wasted Years, How Foolish. because they just was afraid to step out. Don't be afraid. Try the Spirit. See if it's of God or not. And I look forward to the next time. And so, dear friend, until next time.